My name is Mickey Keats, and this is my screencast number 3 on digital presentation tools. We were presented with 5 possible choices for digital presentation tools, and we're going to quickly look at the web addresses and land on one of these tools for a slightly more advanced tutorial. I'm going to use Screencast-O-Matic to create this screencast. I'm going at screencast-o-matic.com. I'm using the free software download, not the web-based app, the browser-based app. I find it's a little easier for me to use and a little more efficient if I use the app. Okay, so then, the first digital presentation tool we're introduced to is Wix, and it's my experience that Wix is typically used for those who don't have technical expertise in building websites. It's a drag and drop web-based app to help you build a website, and although you could build a presentation in Wix, it's really not its strength. Weebly is the same kind of app. It's basically for building websites for those who don't have experience in building websites with the typical applications or software that professionals use to build websites. The third digital presentation tool is a Google app. I personally don't like using the Google suite of products, but many people do. It's if you're comfortable in that environment and you move about with your Google products, then this might be a great presentation tool for you to try. The fourth presentation tool is called eMaze, and eMaze is a web-based app for creating presentations. It's specifically marketed for presentations. I hear great things about it. However, I hear better things about the fifth tool that we were presented with, and this is the tool that we're going to take a closer look at. That tool is called Prezi. You can find it at prezi.com, P-R-E-Z-I. Phonetically, it sounds like a short version of presentation. It's a play on words. And Prezi has a very sophisticated tool set that, if you choose to learn it, will allow you to create stunning presentations with video, audio, images, and animations. Okay, you can see on the main page, the home page for Prezi, they have a link for individuals and students, also a business link. We're going to click on the link for students, and like most of these apps, you can see that they have free accounts and more expensive accounts for pro plans. That's the business model these days of apps. If you click on education plans, you see they have a free account here that will give you a lot of the basics. If you decide you like the tool and you want to use it, you can pay a fair price for the pro versions of the software. So let's quickly show you that for a student-teacher account, you need to have a verifiable educational institution email address. You enter that in, you click verify, they send you an email for verification. Once you do that, you finish creating your account. All I can say is, please use a secure password. Okay, now you can see that I've logged into my educational account. Here's my name. You'll see your name here once you're logged in. And the first thing that you need to do when you log into the Prezi site is click on Learn and Support. When you get to Learn and Support, there are several videos, and I'm going to give you a quick little piece of advice. When you click on Getting Started with Prezi, I'm going to freeze this video. It pops up, but you see in the bottom right-hand corner that you have a YouTube link, which means this video, although it is listed and linked on the Prezi site, is posted on YouTube. So what I always do when I see this is I click on the YouTube link, which then brings me to the same video on YouTube, which allows me then to download it if I have the application for that, which I do, or make it larger. And it also brings you to a page that has lots of other Prezi videos, typically, that are non-sanctioned, but built perhaps by teachers or students or others. So now you have a wealth of resources with lots of other Prezi videos. Now in this particular case, once I click that, you see that this is the Prezi channel. So if I click on Prezi, now you see all of the videos that Prezi has in one place. So this is my preferred method of watching educational videos and educating myself while I'm still having an app open to use, in this case to build a Prezi and to have my tutorial videos at my disposal on another tab. Okay, so now back to the Prezi support page. I always like to watch the videos, the introductory videos first, but you can also see on this Learn and Support page that they have a community with millions of people who typically ask questions of each other and they help each other out. So there's lots of resources there. And then they also have a knowledge base of articles, videos, and tutorials. So it's a wealth of knowledge to get you started, and it's advisable to spend a few hours on this page to bring yourself up to speed before you start. It can be a little daunting to just try to start Prezi if you haven't watched any of these. Now I'm going to click on My Prezis, and you can see there's a Create a New Prezi tab, and there are templates and previous Prezis that I've created before. So before we go on this Prezi that I've created, let's go to Create a New Prezi. Opens a new tab that allows you to start with a blank Prezi or use a template. In this case, I'm going to just click on the very first one, Clockwork, and open up, double click, and open up the Clockwork template. Now you see on the left-hand side slides that are similar to what you might be familiar with PowerPoint. By clicking on each slide, you are opening what they call a frame within the main slide. Here's the main slide, and each one of these is a frame, and each frame can be edited and animated, and you can change text. Editing paths. Here are your paths for movement, where when you activate your Prezi presentation, it moves about throughout the slides, and by clicking on any of these stars, you can then change your path. Similar to Flash, for those who remember Flash before it fell to the wayside, but this is a fairly complex methodology, but if you learn it and master it, you can create some amazing things. Here you see if I click Customize, it brings up a pane to the right side that allows you to change the color schemes for the entire presentation, which is a pretty powerful functionality. And your Insert tab here allows you then to insert YouTube videos, links, draw arrows. As an example, you got a highlighter to put over text, and you can clean the board and wipe it out just as quick by hitting an undo. It's quite a powerful tool set, and having these templates to play with is a great way to start, as opposed to starting with a blank slate. Because what I would advise is to open a template and just change a few things and then watch the presentation play out. It's a great way to learn. I want to just further point out that here in the Insert tab, you have the ability to add background music. When you do that, it dumps you to your desktop, however, and you need to have saved some kind of WAV file or sound file, an MP3, to pull in. They don't afford you audio, so you've got to have that downloaded yourself. Now, once you're finished, I want to quickly show you this. You can click on this tab here, which is the Share Prezi tab, which creates a link, or Present Remotely, Share on Facebook. You can download as a PDF, which would show all the slides. It's good to have as a backup if for some reason your computer fails or something, or you need to send it as a printed copy, or you can download a portable Prezi. Now, I'm going to exit out of this creation and go back to my Prezis and show you. I'm going to click on Edit. You see that all the creations are saved there, and this is just to quickly show you the presentation that I created previously. Here's my sound file that I found on the web, searched and found on the web, and then downloaded. And here are my frames. Each of these were images and text that I put in. This was an image on Prezi. This was an image I had myself. This was a free image that Prezi provided. And these were images that I pulled in myself for my basic presentation. So that's it for now. I think that Prezi themselves created enough tutorial videos for you to get started, and it is only once you finish your first creation or get comfortable with the tool that then you can intelligently speak to the limitations that perhaps Prezi has and make recommendations for improvements in the future. This is the curriculum map I created for this in conjunction with this screencast. You can see the unit here is using digital presentation tools. My content contains reviewing the choices, which we did by looking at the different digital presentation tools that were presented. The focus is on Prezi. The essential questions are here, and some are specific and some are broad-based. And the skills and the skill sets contain the embedding of the images and the audio, which we discussed, and how to create the account and creating different elements of the Prezi presentation yourself. Assessments, I always like to use Socrative and Practical Lab, and the resource bank. We have some case studies, but the rest are web-based. So that's it, and thank you. I'd like to say that I know this is longer than the recommended 5 minutes, but I found it very difficult to cover what I covered in any less time without, of course, speaking very quickly or missing some of the key elements I felt were important. So I apologize for the length of this, but I hope it's been informative and all-inclusive. Thank you.